eye over the music. So that's so nice that nobody can refuse it. Jump over woman and the eye over the music. So that's so nice that nobody can refuse it. Jump over woman and the eye over the music. So that's so nice that nobody can refuse it.
And he didn't find money to fix those pipes under the road, you know. That wasn't about the 28th of April, you know, as much as they're trying to zest here this already. Look at the already night. This is time just for Parrot and Dwayne, and look at it. Baby like so Parrot and Dwayne, you know.
She noted that despite the members' complaints, works have been ongoing collaboratively with the Water and Sewage Authority.
I've been told there are 13 leaks there. Now, you will go out there and say it's 130. I don't know, but I'm playing no count with you this hour of the night. We have, yeah, 3 have been fixed so far. There, I think 7, we are working with WASA because they need to fix the leaks. No, we work very collaboratively with WASA. We do, we have to, you understand? Yeah, but no, it's about 7, no, it's about 8 leaks actually. And there's one that they have just completed, and we are waiting for it to settle. There's some kind of protocol where they have to wait a couple. No, they have to wait a couple of days because they see it. But again, relax yourself.
In other news, the Shipping Association of Trinidad and Tobago will launch its first ever Shipping and Logistics Conference, scheduled for March 26th and 27th at the Hyatt Regency, Trinidad. The event aims to highlight the critical role the shipping and logistics sector plays in national development and strengthening the country's trade competitiveness. General Manager of the Shipping Association of Trinidad and Tobago, Michelle Mulcahy, highlighted the critical role shipping plays in global trade and the local economy.
Every product we use, from food and medicine to technology and construction material, relies on efficient supply chains and maritime transport to reach our shores. In a small island economy such as ours, the reliability and efficiency of these systems are even more critical.
The 2-day conference will bring together international experts and local stakeholders to discuss key issues in the shipping and logistics sector. President of SATT, Troy Prasad, said the event will not only address challenges, but also offer solutions to help industry leaders make better decisions and strengthen collaboration across the supply chain.
So we're going to share a lot of new information, analysis, and perspectives, which is very important. Discussing challenges, but also looking at solutions. And whatever we do in those first 2 points must improve decision-making in the industry. That is the intervention that we want.
In sport now, Bolivia defeated Trinidad and Tobago 3-0 in their international friendly in Santa Cruz, Bolivia on Sunday. The setback started early for Derek King's team when defender Ross Russell Jr. was cautioned in the 18th minute, and shortly after that, the hosts got their first goal in the 23rd minute, courtesy a Luis Jaquin header. Goal number 2 came in the 38th off the boot of Juan Godoy to give Bolivia a 2-0 halftime lead. 6 minutes into the second half, it was 3-0 with Fernando Nava setting for the South Americans. The ultra-defensive TNT unit struggled in attack with the opposing goalkeeper rarely trouble during the encounter. And that's what's making the news this morning. But joining us right now is Vermala Balkaran, host of Trinidad and Tobago Today. Good morning, Vermala.
Good morning, Carrie. Happy Monday. How are you today?
Happy Monday. Thank you very much. I'm good. I had a pretty cool weekend. What about you?
It was good, honestly, really good. Very short, but also it is a short week, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, so we will make up for the lost weekend time, right?
Yes, well, not only is it a short week, but we are also, the home stretch of the month of Ramadan. So our Muslim brothers and sisters, not just in transit.
Bang. That was TTT News on Talk City 91.1 FM. Wake up to the issues that matter most on The Ground Report. Join Andy Williams and Lennox Smith every morning from 6 to 9 a.m. for real talk, real analysis, and real perspectives on the stories shaping our nation. News, current affairs, and voices from the ground, unfiltered and unapologetic. That's The Ground Report. Weekday mornings on Talk City 91.1, where the conversation begins.
Your stories, your communities, your country. TTT News is everywhere, on the ground, across Trinidad and Tobago, and on every smart device. When it matters, we're there, reporting the news as it happens. Because your world can't wait. Your world moves fast, so do we. TTT News brings you the people, events, and issues that matter most. Stay informed, stay ahead. TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
From the road to the radio. Talk City 91.1.
This is Destra, and you're listening to The Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked.
6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Join Andy Williams and Lennox Smith, the Ground Report team, as they rip apart the lies, half-truth, and misinformation that the mainstream media never discuss. The Ground Report. Hard-hitting, informative, undiluted, uncompromising, and unfiltered. Monday to Friday. Get the raw facts before making any life-changing decisions. Only on The Ground Report.
The Ground Report, The Ground Report.
The government of Trinidad and Tobago is not closing down Petrotrin.
The Ground Report, The Ground Report.
I would think that they've been very clear that all the employees of Petrotrin will exit the company. All.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Bang, 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 bang.
Make the government work for the people rather than have the people work to keep a government in place.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Open the eyes of the blind. There's no one like you. None like you.
Bang, bang, bang.
Darkness you shine. Out of the ashes we rise. There's no one like you. None like you. Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is a healer. Awesome in power. Our God. Our God. Oh Lord. Into the darkness you shine. Out of the ashes we rise. There's no one like you. None like you. for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what can stand against? And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what can stand against? Stand against. Our God is greater, our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer, awesome in power. Our God, our God. Our God is greater, our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer, awesome in power. Our God, our God. And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what can stand against? And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what can stand against? Stand against.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Time check. It's 13 minutes past the hour of 6 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report right here on Talk City 91.1 FM. What's up, pleasant good morning to all maxi taxi drivers, PH drivers, bus drivers, truckers, 7-seater, panel vans. All my drivers, a pleasant good morning to you.
Bang, 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 bang.
Let me also say a pleasant good morning to those of you that are viewing us and listening to us on our several social media platforms. Yes, so when you leave your vehicles, just use your phone. Go to Facebook or YouTube. And to log on to us, just press in Real Media TT on Facebook, Real Media TT on YouTube, Corridor Transformation on YouTube, The Ground Report on YouTube, yes, The Ground Report on YouTube. 648 Television Irvin, his wife, all of you, a pleasant good morning to you. Not forgetting at Talk City 91.1 FM on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Twitter. Good morning to all of you social media bloggers that are locked on this morning. My online force, a pleasant good morning to you. How was your weekend?
Bang, 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 bang.
And I don't want nobody to acknowledge workers' rights and wherever they're doing, wherever they're saying, wherever. Let's continue. We lead and others follow. And when they make you a conversation, it shows you the power that you all have.
Bang, 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 bang.
It shows me, you, and all of us the power that the Ground Report, the #1 talk show program on radio, has influence, the power that we have. But the only thing we don't use with power from Mama Guy and to influence the wrong thing. It's always about the betterment of Trinidad and Tobago and making sure that you, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, right here on Talk City, on the Ground Report, that you all have a voice. And your voice will be heard.
Bang, 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 bang.
Let me say a pleasant good morning to all of you that are listening to us via Talk City 91.1 FM on radio. My radio crew, a pleasant good morning to you. Not forgetting my sister Isle, Tobago. Tobago, good morning to you, Tobago.
Bang, 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 bang.
Hey, Carol Brown, good morning, Primraj. Pringala Mohan, good morning. Bisnat Posada, pleasant good morning to you. Matilda Rhodes, good morning. Floyd Khan, a pleasant good morning to you. Pujam John, good morning. Richard Jamaraj, a pleasant good morning to you. Wendy and John, good morning. Trandra, good morning to you. Michael Scotland, a pleasant good morning to you. Kevin, the O'Brady Bunch, a pleasant good morning to you. Marilyn Cicharan, a pleasant good morning to you. Carmen. Gloria Escala, a pleasant good morning to you. Farmer Kane Farmer, good morning to you. Krishna, good morning. Dave Maraj, a pleasant good morning to you. Jamelia Khan, good morning. Sheldon Roach, good morning. Judy Ali, a pleasant good morning to you. Calvary Spirit, good morning to you. Donna Lewis, good morning. Hafiz Adi Mohammed, a pleasant good morning to you. Joanny Jagrup, a pleasant good morning to you. Monica Ramkisoon, good morning to you. Trini Nairo, good morning. Dress School, good morning. Gaza Trini, a pleasant good morning to you. Pundit Param Maraj, good morning. Nancy Basdio, a pleasant good morning to you. Sukal, good morning. Naz Ali and Mr. Ali, a pleasant good morning to you. Ravi, aka Postman.com, a pleasant good morning to you. Baby, my baby, a pleasant good morning to you. That teacher Balmain, video out there in Grand Couva, a pleasant good morning to you. A&A Doubles and Roti out there. Fulton Street in New York. Noel Brong, Gita Brong, Sadia, Sanilo Kevon, all of you, a pleasant good morning to you. My New York crew.
Bang, 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 bang.
Pamela Palu, a pleasant good morning to you. Mary, good morning, Mary. Wendy and Jenna don't tell you morning, Bernadette. Motu, good morning, Bernadette. Joyce Ram, good morning, Anthony Ford. Yes, and Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley, they say have a press conference on Tuesday. You want to address the nation? Yeah, that man is a prime minister still. Man blind the whole country, you know. Where are you going to say? Let's see out of that. Rudal Ramlal, a pleasant good morning to you. Nadira, good morning. Jamasi Pasad, a pleasant good morning to you. How are you going, girl? Well, don't forget to like and share. Spread it one time. I doing this because it was a long weekend. I missed you all. The front burner is you all on. I want to hear how Ole from Ole Friday. How was Ole Friday after we leave? Then to Saturday. Then to Sunday. Ay. from Friday just remind me of the madness of Trinidad and Tobago and how open and serious it is that them criminal elements could go with anybody. Politicians better watch themselves, you know. They're very emboldened, they're brave, and they know they would not be caught. And then Saturday evening, bam, 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 a soldier too. It's, oh my God. It's bullet left, right, and center, and they're only going for your head. They only want your head.
Bang, 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 bang. Bang, bang, bang.
Just tell me if somebody gets shot in the head on Sunday too, because today somebody gonna get shot in the head again too. This shooting, crime thing, killing thing, it out of hand. This Uso bill should have passed. What are you gonna wait on? Well, don't be shocked politicians next, you know. Anyhow, let me drink my coffee and let me drink my tea and mind my business. Cockroach are going for a party. But remember, the pit bull warn everyone. If they don't get a hole and start to lock up, put ransom on, up there, 10 million if you sell out somebody. The judiciary must be working, the police must be working. You gotta bribe people, prosecuting. Because so long as you're not catching them, they'll get more and more brave, more and more emboldened, and it's just bang, 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 bang to your head till you're dead.
Bang, 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 bang.
And this thing only reminded me about 5 years ago. They like to run up on you by your car, or when you're going to your car. All you have to watch left, right, center. They're like a maribunter, they're coming out of nowhere when you're most unguarded moments. And I heard those two gentlemen have firearms, legal firearms on them. They instead of getting a chance to pull the legal gun.
Bang, 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 bang.
Legal firearm owners, all you must understand, when you're going to your car, have your gun in your hand. When you sit down in your car, keep your gun in your hand until you pull off. You find a car following you, have your gun on your lap. All you need to open fire before them open fire and all you. You're getting out your car, have your gun on your trigger. You're going in the shop to come back out. Keep it high underneath your clothes, but have your gun ready. Because they're coming out. Oi, they're like bad check, you know. All right. I wonder who got shooting there yesterday, but yesterday was Sunday. Because somebody had to get shooting there today, you know. It's every day. And what something? No one got caught. No one got caught. But now I don't know nobody. All I know is the Ground Report program. The power and influence that Almighty God invests in me. To continue coming out here and preach, teach, bring the facts, and encourage the leaders and business sector and the people of Trinidad and Tobago. For we all to work together, united, for a better Trinidad and Tobago, for all of us and our children and grandchildren that will be left living here. I don't know nobody. All I know is we have a lot of work to do. I know about the crimes that are taking place.
Bang, bang, bang. Bang, 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 bang.
Oh Lord.
All I know, they sneak up on a man so Friday. I see that on social media. Bang, bang, right by the car. I see Saturday, a man stop by a shop. Now open the door, soul here. They run out from nowhere, they sneak up on he too. He tried to think to at least get distance to pull the gun. Bang, bang, and he had two. And Lennox me go tell me we'll go on Sunday. Or I go see it on social media just now. That's why I know all you know. All you see. That's why I know. All you know, I know too. Why all you come and say all you know now? Yeah, come and say all you know. I tell you what I know. And I clarify exactly what I know. Why all you come and say where all you know? Anyhow, good morning, Nigel Snipes.
Pleasant morning, Andy. Pleasant morning, Trinidad and Tobago.
Nigel Snipes, you know anything or you just know where you're seen on social media?
I just know what's coming in the news, brother.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't even to follow social media much because there have a lot of fake news out there, so I just hold on for TTT news.
Yeah. I holding on to hear what TTT News say this morning. Yeah. Lennox Smith, a pleasant good morning to you. You know or you don't know? I don't know if you know, but if you know, could you tell me?
Well, my friend, of course, a pleasant good morning to you as well. A pleasant good morning to all and sundry, east, west, north, south, central, in Trinidad, our friends in Tobago, and wherever you are, streaming on the World Wide Web. A pleasant good day to you. Well, it didn't happen in my neck of the woods. Whenever it happens there, well, I make it my duty to know. But generally, it is a disconcerting scenario, situation in Trinidad and Tobago in the cusp of our SOE. And to have, of course, this kind of brazen and what I consider to be egregious acts of murder being committed so flagrantly and so brutally. Yeah, I have a deep concern, but this only tells me that the solution to the problem, as I have always been saying, it cannot be a police or law enforcement agency solution per se. It is a multifaceted, multidimensional problem, and it requires ultimately the consciousness and the role and responsibility of the communities where they occur, and the role of the government and all of the multifaceted agencies in order to bring this thing to a cordial, or should I say, a much more acceptable level. But certainly what is happening, especially in an SOE, defies logic and, of course, is defeatist. And I'm being mild here when I say it is defeatist in terms of the awesomeness of an SOE and the suspension of people's rights and basic constitutional should I say benefits. So it requires further review, further analysis, and I think that as far as I am concerned, I'm talking here personally now, what we know, what we have been working on from time immemorial is yet to be tested by anybody, And therefore, I can say that unless that is tested, meaning that the multifaceted, multidimensional, and therefore as concomitant approach to the problem, I will have to say that we have to still go back to the drawing board.
Jeez, you web. Let me say pleasant good morning to Esther Smith. Good morning. 007, a pleasant good morning to you, Angela. Good morning. We're going for a break in a little. As I don't finish your names here and come back. When we come back, the lines are open to you. What's on your front burner, Trinidad and Tobago? What's supposed to make news that not making news? What did we skip? You will let us know. You know that. Oh boy, Krishna, a pleasant good morning. Peter Ramtran, a pleasant good morning to you. Hima Baldio, good morning. Jason Jeffrey, good morning. Balraj, a pleasant good morning to you. V Singh, a pleasant good morning to you. Carol Brown, good morning. Otilda, a pleasant good morning to you. Sharon Rampasad, good morning to you. All of those are people that are on social media, on the social media platforms. Ro, good morning. Sheldon. Yeah, Sheldon Paris, good morning. Yeah, Shafrul Khan, a pleasant good morning to you. Miss Coover, good morning. Ryan Nekcheri, a pleasant good morning to you. Mina Rodriguez, good morning. Let me say a pleasant good morning to Mina Steiner out there in Austria. Good morning to you. Mubarak Mohammed, a pleasant good morning to you. Gregory Charles, good morning. Bernadette Motu, a pleasant good morning to you. Rupert Lal, good morning. Raj Bhatti, Ram Sarupa, good morning to you. I hope I pronounced that good. Dendial Ramdias, good morning. Patricia Reed, good morning. Anthony Ford, good morning. Nita Ramlal, good morning. Jeff, good morning, Jeff. You have a very close name to cough. Rick Lutchman, good morning. Nice, I think I catch all of you. Tom Ford, good morning to you. Richardson. Yes, Richardson Diaz, good morning. Yolanda Cordner, good morning. Evangeline, powered up. A pleasant good morning to you. Narish, good morning. Zandu Reckless, good morning to you. Christian Ali, good morning to you, Christian Ali. Don Harilal, good morning. Rick Lutchman, good morning. Anthony Ford, good morning. Roram Narayan, a pleasant good morning to you. Harry Das, a pleasant good morning to you. Ann Munsami, a pleasant good morning to you. Judith Williams, good morning. Mr. Controversial, good morning. Joel Mohan, good morning. How are you going, my brother, to you and your wife? And Kid That Lock On, good morning. Samantha, a pleasant good morning to you. Nice. So again, send your voice notes. Get ready. Make your calls. We want to hear from you. No, I don't have my say. What's on your front burner?
May I add quickly, Andy, that there are two developments that we have missed. The population, that is, not the fault of the administration, and that is the abstract or the potential of the ZOSO bill, and the other development would be parental responsibility legislation, which I think would find its way in the law books of the country. Certainly, certainly the ZOSO is the only initiative I have seen based on my experience over the many years in these circumstances would have come close to what we know will be and must be the solution because of the fact that it has a community component which requires the state to make the necessary socio-economic and psycho-cultural interventions.
Nice. Go ahead, Director Snipes.
Is your business experiencing the following symptoms? Not enough customers, no sales, slow cash flow. It's time for your business to be seen and heard by thousands of potential customers inside this new, exciting television and social media feature.
Welcome.
The 1020 with Junior K. Up for this exciting challenge and confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just for you. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business. 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
The Trinidad and Tobago online arrival and departure card platform will go live on March 17, 2026. This secure platform can be accessed at travel.gov.tt. It is free, convenient, and required information can be completed within a few minutes. Passengers must create an account using a valid email address to access the portal, which will be available 72 hours prior to travel. The online arrival and departure card is a mandatory declaration for all international passengers and replaces the former process of filling a paper form. To complete the online arrival and departure card, each traveler must have flight information, a valid passport, and must upload a picture of the passport biodata page. Receipts for immigration and customs containing a QR code will be generated upon submission. Download and save the receipts, which will also be sent via email. Edits can be made to the declaration prior to the day of travel. However, if any changes are required on the day of travel, passengers must complete a new online arrival and departure card. The QR code may be required before boarding and must be presented to officials upon arrival and departure. A transformative travel experience awaits. This was a production of the Information Division, Office of the Prime Minister.
Before the sun, before the road, the talk starts here.
This
Talk City
is
91.1.
Destra. Right now you're listening to Talk City 91.1. Keep it locked.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
So, Tobago, the lines are open to you. I have to agree with Patricia Reid with one or two things. It is a SOE. It's very close to a ZOSO. All those things can still be put in place. It's just not mandatory, or it was not a part of legislations. But many of those things are in place. At the end of the day, we have a SOE and they're taking down people in a SOE like normal. Jump high, jump low. You could answer that if you're one by the time, but the lines are open to another Tobago.
You see, there's a distinction, and I want to make it very, very clear. The dichotomy is that the state and other agencies that could make the necessary intervention so as to establish what is called the social interventions that are required would be mandatory. It will be legal. Section 25 of the ZOSO bill that failed in the Senate indicates that within 5 days, I believe it is. I have a copy of it with me. I can just check
Lennox
it.
Smith, I could understand all of that. But we in a SOE partner.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the SOE does not give an obligation in the way that I am not a fool, and therefore I am saying that if you had the mandatory, the mandamus, some people would say, of that component of the SOE, of the ZOSO. The SOE doesn't give that. What the SOE does is give more powers that the Constitution would normally have people adhere to or subscribe to. But the ZOSO has a component that mandates under specific circumstance and timeline. And that, to me, is the area we have missed. And if that could be, of course, implemented in SOE, I have no difficulty. But I'm not seeing any gravitation in that direction. And therefore, I have to emphasize, because it is all about, as we have been saying from time immemorial, it is about social and psychological capital. What am I talking about? I'm being technical now. The fact is,
you're crying over still milk, Lennox. That the fact.
No.
It did not pass. By law, it did not pass. What next?
That's the price. Listen, that's the price that the society has to pay in order to solve these problems.
Right.
I'm just being very pragmatic.
Very good, and we all know that.
I cannot overemphasize
right.
that.
And
Go ahead. Yeah.
Right, and we all know that. Right.
Yeah.
We all know that. At the end of the day, by law, it didn't pass. ZOSO dead. It's not coming. They will never get the support of the opposition.
But you just said something that is contradictory to what to the position you are taking.
All right, but Lennox Smith,
you said earlier that somebody said that the SOE is something like ZOSO. So I'm telling you, it is not.
All right, and I agree with you. It's not.
Okay, right.
Yes, so it's not.
Go ahead.
Right. Mm-hmm. Take ZOSO out your head. It's gone, brother. It can never pass unless it's
I am aware of that. That is why I'm saying it's a lost opportunity.
Right. So tell me what next.
A lost opportunity.
Right. What next?
Right. What is next?
Because we can't keep crying on ZOSO. It's gone. It's dead.
We have to find a way to be able to implement what I consider to be some of the elements, and the elements I have already mentioned, that is contained in the proposed ZOSO legislation. That's all I'm saying.
So that's what next. That's it.
Yeah, that's what you have to do.
Right.
You have to understand, and I think too often the authorities, whether it be social development, whether it be the police and so on, do not understand what they are dealing with. And it is not just about, as I said before, and I cannot overemphasize, it is not about law enforcement per se. That will not work. It has not worked. From boroughs come right back to now. It has not worked. What you need to make certain is that there are elements within these communities that are making a huge difference, but are not getting the support that some piece of legislation would mandate and cause the authorities to focus. And therefore, since the police is the focal point, then they could only act in a particular way and reach a particular level and no more. But in terms of sustainability, in terms of really reducing the attitude and the tendency for persons to gravitate either to a life of crime, whether it be in the case of gang warfare and gangs and leadership, etc., there is a particular way to treat with that. And that has to be focused upon. That has never been done.
All right. So
they
we
know
also
how much,
see
how much gang it is, etc. But what you have is a law enforcement mechanism.
They will never listen to you. You could pray from now till.
Well, yes, but I am prepared so to do because it's the only thing I can do. But it mustn't be said that it was not said.
That is true.
So you want me to remain silent? No, I will not. Yeah. Yes.
Right,
So
Lois?
I'm saying that we have been saying that from time immemorial. That is why MLIO was formed. That is why several other entities were created within. So we have the statistics, we have the analyses and all of that. But I thought, as I said, and I cannot overemphasize because it's the first opportunity that I see that reached close to it. This also was the next stage.
The crime de la crime.
It has not realized.
Nice.
It has not been realized.
So Trinidad and Tobago, just as Lennox thoughts and he saying what it is he thinks needs to be done, just as my thoughts, as I'm saying that I am really and truly baffled with all those murders in ISOE and nobody getting catch. Wow, it says a lot. Lawyer urges public to be cautious after AG's online warning. Right, we also see here in the headliners, big and bold, board must go. Minister calls for the Children's Authority directors to resign after audit uncovers 77 million in alleged financial mismanagement. $77 million financial mismanagement. And that is the next act. And legislations that must be put in place that I want Lennox to be tapping on to. Not only ZUSO and things within communities to deal with the blue-collar crime. We also want serious, stiff legislations and fast, brutal actions when it comes to mismanagement of public funds in ways that if somebody running their own business, the data that is due with state money, they will never do it with their own. The risk they will take with state money, knowing that they will lose it, they will never do that with their own. And I call in not only for blue-collar crime, heavy legislations to jail people, fine people, hang people, lock up people. I call in for it with the white-collar crime too. The politician involved in the white-collar crime too, there must be jail, hang, lock up. Businessmen, jail, hang, lock up. Bright people, lawyers, doctors, all of them who went Huey. And that bright, the thief under the radar because of that bright. Yes, them ought to be locked up too. Accountants that cook in the books for big companies. And when them big companies supposed to be paying 100 million, or they cook the books and make them only pay 30, a whole 70 million lost to the state. I want jail for them too.
Bang, bang, bang.
I want the Attorney General office to hire bright people. Because the police and them that we have here, the dance, they can't deal with white-collar crime. The criminal elements brighter than them when it comes to following the tracing the money. When it comes to dotting the I's and crossing the T's. We police service, they're not that educated. So you all need to hire accountants. And these bright people that know how to do it, dress like, boy, you gotta hire people that within the same field that them in. Them white-collar crime thief on them. That them lawyers and doctors, accountants. Bachelor degree in business and this and all you gotta hire them, pull them in. Don't leave that up to the police service of Trinidad and Tobago. They are not that bright. They're only bright. But look at see themselves so brighter to find the criminal elements that just run up to people when they're going in the car and shooting them and killing them. Who get catch with all those murders that go so far for the month ago on here? How many people get catch for killing somebody? If they can't solve that, white-collar crime even harder. Because it takes very bright people to follow the money when it comes to white-collar crime. And the government need to put that in place too. hand in hand. The blue and the white have to go hand in hand. Because the small boy down there will continue to because they will say the big boys is get away with the thief and thing too. When people want to sell me what's worse, all is the same scale for me. All bad. Ask Jesus. Ask Allah.
Well, we have to go for the break, but I want to tell you, you are on the button because these young men, they went to school as well. And when they're seeing that those in the upper echelons and wielding influence in the society, whether it's politicians, businessmen, at whatever level, they say, well, they are getting away. Why can I not take a chance? And why it is that I would now have to pay for them? And why are they not getting caught? So you are quite right. We have to go for the break. And when we come back, more on this edition of the Ground Report.
Your news, anytime, anywhere. TTT News brings you the facts that matter most. On air and online. More ways to stay informed. TTT News covers the stories that matter. Join us nightly at 7. TTT News. Committed, accurate, relevant.
But Johnny, how come your house is twice the size of mine, but my bill is twice the cost of yours? Johnny, what's going on, boy? How your bill so low? How your bill so low? I'm conserving energy. I switch your LED at the stun of the AC, and I'm saving real money. It's our responsibility for a brighter TNT. Cut the waste and you would see. Why everybody asking me? They asking how you been so low? How you been so low? TN Tech, powering the nation into the next generation.
This is Destra. And right now you're listening to Talk City 91.1. Keep it locked.
Nice. So, Toronto, the lines are open to you. Let me take at least 2-3 calls. The murder count on the Guardian is 71. That's the murder count on the Guardian, 71. Soldier ambushed and killed in Shogunas. The THA confirmed pending departure of U.S. troops, but numb on the date of departure. Well, people only worrying about when they leave, when they, man, they in there. We're going to train out there where they're just killing people and nobody getting catch. And the white-collared criminal and them that bright, you know what other audit? After professional auditors, the AG have to audit and put in the standard bureau. Where is the arm of the state that's supposed to be dealing?
Forensic accountants. So that is what is required. Forensic people with forensic background in these matters, because they are trained, of course, to look at what I would like to say nicely, the discrepancies and some of the maybe the over vetting or the changing of numbers, etc. All of that would be part and parcel of a forensic
analysis.
But
where do they place them? Where's the arm of that
portfolio?
Right, and where do they place them in the? What was the arm of government?
You have the police. You have, of course, the DPP.
So you put in the police, the DPP department,
and you have the central authority, which of course is under the mandate of the Attorney General. So
right,
I think,
them supposed to be dealing with the blue collar crime.
Yeah.
Them supposed to be dealing with blue collar crime.
That's right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, forensic auditors.
Transnational crimes as well, because remember, we have had our fair share of transnational crimes, which found the investigation has led our investigators to all over the globe and in the financial systems that we don't have control of, like that of the United States, etc., and Europe.
So look, we have job opportunities for young people who went and studied forensic auditing. That we hire them in the DPP office. We make it mandatory that they work close. It had to happen. That's the only way. Because the police and them that don't have that background, they will never be able to deal with white-collar crime. And white-collar crime have a lot to do with the sparking of the blue-collar crime too. Don't get tied up, you know.
Yeah, well, it has both psychological impact, meaning that the young people are saying they're bright, they went to school as well, and they're saying, well, listen, here it is, this man has all these charges for fraud and embezzlement and a number of other crime that are more abstract or white collar crime, as we would say, and they seem to be comfortable.
Untouchable.
And look at the kind of money we only getting maybe at any one time we might get a 20,000 or 10,000 in a robbery, as the case maybe. Well, here it is. So why are you coming down on us? We are not simplifying in no way. Let me make it clear. We are not justifying one way or another. What we are simply saying that across the board, there must be the perception that all and sundry and not some are getting it. Otherwise, that is hypocrisy. It doesn't all augur well for the society and those persons who engage in the blue-collar crime, which of course is the type that we are concerned with, simply because it takes people's lives, even though of course in the white-collar context it will take life, but it is so nebulous, it is so inconspicuous that you may want to of course dismiss it. But the fact is that that occurs as well when you deprive these communities, for example, not being able to provide adequate books for school, or the lunch system has to be curtailed because of the lack of monies, and monies that the white collar crime elements would have taken from the system.
Thank you. Go ahead, caller.
Morning. Andy, morning, Lennox.
You have a minute and a half. We're going to
talking quick. The thing with the white collar crime, unless we don't have a proper witness protection, they will never catch the big boys, and because nobody will be willing to stand up and talk to give evidence against no big boy. So without a proper witness protection, nobody going to testify against no big boy, no white collar crime. So the little boys, the little fries on the bottom will always get catch. But nobody going on. Even the little fries, I ain't no witness protection, so I'm not talking who is my boss. I'm not talking who gave me the orders, and that is the end of it. Another thing, Andy, I find besides the murders in Grandy, I've been watching the news lately, and I've been seeing Grandy complaining about water, complaining about roads, complaining they're not seeing the MP. What's going on in Grandy? And he was a man for the people at Grandy. And I understand why sometimes you might have fallen out with the Grandy thing, but the people are them suffering up there, and yet like it's every other night, every week, they're on the news protesting, they didn't have no water, they didn't see the MP. I don't know if it's certain areas alone, but they calling out the news to highlight Grandy. They're saying the corporation and all in a mess, all these things going on, but so I don't know what's going on up there in Grandy. You used to be a man on the ground, and again, you report some of the people and them up there. And if you could go and help them out, step out the ground and see what's going on. So that was one of my main point. But and also, so Bill Lennox, I agree with Andy, that dead, unless the government not willing to do the amendments, and they even talk about that. They say they're not doing the amendments, so it will never pass. They could bring it back how much time, it will never pass without compromising and putting the amendments. All right, gentlemen, I know it's news time. We'll talk again later.
Go ahead with the news, my brother.
10 people were arrested on Sunday morning. The exercise took place along Park Street between midnight and 6 a.m., targeting motorists suspected of driving under the influence of alcohol. Police say the 10 individuals arrested include a salesman from Arima, a member of the Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard from Diego Martin, a company director from Woodbrook, and several other motorists from communities, including San Juan, Laventil, Guapo, Dalbady, Tacarigua, and St. James. One of the drivers was also charged with driving without a permit and without a certificate of insurance. During the operation, officers also stopped and searched 39 vehicles and their occupants in an effort to detect illegal firearms and ammunition, but no illegal items were found. The exercise involved officers from several Port of Spain policing units. The TTPS is again reminding motorists to avoid drinking and driving and to obey all road traffic laws to ensure the safety of all road users. In other news, the Central Statistical Office has released the Consumer Price Index for February 2026. The annual inflation rate for February stood at 0.6%, a slight decrease from 0.7% in January 2026. This marks a decrease from the previous year's inflation rate of 0.7% for the same period. The All Items Index for February 2026 remained stable at 125.8, unchanged from January. The Food and Non-Alcoholic Beverages Index saw a modest increase of 0.1%, driven by rise in prices in items like Irish potatoes, fresh carrot, and soft drinks. However, this was offset by price reductions in tomatoes, fresh chickens, and other produce. The February report also showed a small decrease in sub-indices for alcoholic beverages and tobacco by 0.2% and health by 0.1%. Other categories remained stable during the period. In more news, according to Minister of Health, Dr. Lakram Bodo, the Children's Hospital is being brought fully on stream through a phased rollout of key medical services. He said this approach is already helping to ease pressure on the public health system by reducing long surgical waiting lists for children. He emphasized services are gradually expanding months after the rededication of the facility by Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar. Minister of Health Dr. Lakram Bodo said when the government took office last year, they found significant amounts of unused and non-functional medical equipment at the Couva Children's Hospital.
217 pieces that were never used, a value of some $20,685,125. So that is equipment that would have been parked up at the Couva Hospital for some 10 years and was never used.
Despite those challenges, the minister said work has been ongoing to repair and recommission equipment while gradually activating services at the hospital.
Some 545 successful surgeries have been completed at the Couva Hospital. Now, what we had to be careful about in doing surgeries at the hospital is we met a facility that was 10 years old, and therefore we had to be careful that we roll this out in a phased manner.
Dr. Bodo indicated that 361 children have received services at the pediatric specialist outpatient clinics. In more news, the Tobago House of Assembly is moving to formalize the way sporting bodies receive funding for activities. At a media conference on Sunday, the Secretary for Youth Empowerment and Sport, Keegan Denoon, said this process will begin almost immediately and is calling on sporting bodies to get their house in order.
We are implementing strict guidelines as to how you can access governmental funding. Organizations would now have to be registered, have their NGO certificate, and they would also have to have audited financials, and they would also have to bring the receipts to show that the monies were utilized for the purpose for which they were applied.
Sporting organizations are being asked to apply at least 3 months in advance of their activity in order to be guaranteed funding, consideration, and approval. And that was your TDT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. After the break, we start hour number 2 of Trinidad and Tobago Today.
Wake up to the issues that matter most on the Ground Report. Join Andy Williams and Lennox Smith every morning from 6 to 9 a.m. for real talk, real analysis, and real perspectives on the stories shaping our nation. News, current affairs, and voices from the ground, unfiltered and unapologetic. That's the Ground Report. Weekday mornings on Talk City 91.1, where the conversation begins.
More news, more access, more ways to stay informed. TTT News covers the stories that matter on air and online. Join us nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Inspired by actual events.
Everybody has a fear of something, right? Well, so do I.
This is Janine. Despite resolving an incident in the past, Janine developed the fear of late electricity bill payments.
Current gonophobia is no joke. Sometimes I would even black out. It was horrible. I felt so afraid and powerless.
Thankfully, Janine took charge of her life when she was encouraged to sign up for TNTech's free online e-bill service.
E-billing is such a brilliant idea. Signing up was a breeze, thanks to that knowledgeable CSR. And now I have the power to pay my bill on time, fearlessly. Thanks, TNTech.
Visit ttec.co.tt to sign up for e-billing today. TNTech, the power to make it work.
From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues and the stories that matter most to you, this is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked!
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
We are back, we are back, we are back. And I send the message to everyone. Because that is bad. All they don't ask me how all they seen all the news. Again, state. The views expressed have nothing to do with Real Media TT and have everything to do with TTT. Why all ain't getting all the news live? Finance minister don't know who text me there. Or how I ain't seen the news, I tell the finance minister plain. That have nothing to do with people. It have everything to do with TTT.
Bang, bang, bang. Bang, 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 bang.
And this is a government institution that have to run properly. It are no sweat when it comes to me, and things must be efficient, must run properly. People must be committed to do what they have to do, just like the people commitment in doing what he have to do. So forth, Lennox Smith. So forth, Director Snipes. Come on, the lines are open. Efficiency must continue. Can't give people something 1 minute and the next minute, no, it don't work so. Keep efficient.
Bang, 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 bang.
Of course, in that vein, Andy, let me just announce, I know that we had to look at that over the weekend, that is to say, to segmentalize the program in such a way so as to make certain that the business community and others who would like to, of course, they prefer to advertise with us, that they get service for money. And therefore there are several segments that we are looking at. One of which, of course, is the business segment. There's another one called the promotion corner. Of course, we will confirm whether we will go with them or not. But I'm just giving the population an idea that we are serious about commercializing the program because it is a necessity. We cannot do this without money, so let's not waste time, but we will give you deals that would be reasonable, consistent with the efforts of the Ground Reporter. Get your information here, and that of course will include internet or website directions and assistance for government and other services, including of course social media information. So there may be, for example, a situation where jobs may be available, and of course if we are paid, then of course we'll be able to promote the jobs, whether it's private sector or otherwise. And of course there's another area, whether it be meet the people, and that is of course is customer based, and you, the ordinary person, you can of course purchase your ads here. It will be very reasonable and tailored to you. And then of course you have a micro inquiry segment, the micro inquiry segment, where of course special packages to promote startup and budding or struggling self-employed businesses such as bars, maxi taxis, car carpenters, for example, is your business. You want to promote your skill, your air condition exponents. So you have hairdressers and so on, plumbers, electricians and so on. You can, of course, get a package to suit you. We want to assist you because this is a symbiotic relationship, meaning that we will exist for our mutual benefit. It makes no sense. You have a skill, you're catching your tail to get a job, and when of course you can promote it right here, and we will make the necessary arrangements through you and the arrangement we would have made, so people will know that your skill is available, so that you can mind yourself, your family, and make your contribution to society. That is what the Ground Report has always been about, and we will continue so to do.
Nice. So the lines are open, Trinidad. Let me play some voice notes. While everything one will always be. Remember Trinidad and Tobago, the pit bull of radio, the Ground Report promised you that state media TTT will become a very efficient, self-reliant entity. It has to be. It's a mandate by the Honorable Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, the Honorable Kamala Prasad says, sir, every pot must sit on its own boom boom. All right, let's continue.
Hello, Andy. Listen to this voice clip outside Parliament on.
Oh boy! All right, let me take that call there because it will cut me. It will cut me. I forget to put the phone on airplane mode for calls that are coming. But let's take messaging. Oh boy. Caller, go ahead. Nice, go ahead.
Mobile voice.
Nice. All right, now airplane mode. Oh gosh, that is why. Nice. Right, let's listen to the voice notes and them there by the meanwhile. Let's get some voice notes.
Listen to this voice clip outside Parliament on Friday. Is this guy playing both sides? The guy's saying he's a UNC, but listen to him now as Stuart Young is in front Parliament now.
That's TTNGM, right? It's not the first time that they have dividends. What needs to be?
Looks like someone's playing both sides of the coin. The evidence is clear. You be the judge, people.
Oui, Papa. Lennox, before I take a next voice note, they're saying that you hear for yourself, and a man endorsing Stuart Young to be the next prime minister and thing. Man, I don't know. I ain't get to hear, I ain't see you, maybe no, I don't know. I know if the mobile is going on.
Well, if we accept, not admitting, of course, but assuming that it is a fact that what we heard, then of course there is a need for a revision. That's all I would say for the time being.
All right. Right, I think I done play this, man. Yes, I done play this. Right, so let me continue. Let's continue. Let me just finish off those voice notes and them there. Oh boy, I don't know, boy. I don't know. I hear that voice sound like KFC, boy.
Good morning, gentlemen. A blessed day to you all. When I'm listening again, SOE and the murder still taking place, the killing still taking place. Let us try a different avenue now, a different way now. Maybe a a gun amnesty. You bring in a gun, you get a $5,000 or $10,000. Fellas will find a gun somewhere and bring it in, or tell somebody, look at a gun somewhere. Have an anonymous tip line. We get called in and say, okay, have a gun, find a gun there, and you get money if you find the gun. Just put an anonymous name or some kind of thing to get. You think this other stuff, man. A gun amnesty is one of the ways to go. It was done, I think, in Brazil a couple of years ago, and it worked very effectively. So try nothing to lose, because millions are put into national security and men getting shot all over the place, right? And not being held. What's shooting them is a gun. Somebody have a gun to shoot. So give them amnesty, give them money, and bring in the guns. Let us see how much get off the road, off the streets. Let's try that. I have nothing to lose again, because already going down bad in our SOE. You understand? So let us try. And then again, I always say the corrupt police officers inside there, those are the ones causing the problems too. Let's continue. So, SOE, Zozo, whatever it is, won't help until corruption stop and we get the guns off. And one way of saying is the gun amnesty. Have a blessed day, brothers.
Right. And I want to totally disagree with you. You saying $5,000, $10,000. They will bring in all the old gun and they will take the $5,000 and buy a new one. Partner? Anyhow, I'll tell that.
But of course, Crime Stoppers has a program that treats with that as well. I think we need to put that into the fray. All right? So, so there's really nothing new as such. Just want to make certain that while that may be another cog in, of course, attempting to leave no stone unturned in terms of making certain that we address this problem. But I just want to say that Crime Stoppers has such a program.
10,000 go get them how much new illegal gun, boy? 10,000, about 2 guns they will get it.
Yeah, but you are quite right. There was I think a test of that here in Trinidad, and yeah, there were some old guns that old thing
and they
that
take the money and they buy new ones.
Dysfunctional and non-functional, and say go and pick up that through some anonymous call that is no obligation or no culpability or no questions asked, or so to speak. But one of the arguments that prevented the law enforcement or the government from agreeing to an amnesty of that nature is that where there is a gun that would have been retrieved, that ballistics would show that it was involved in a murder, you'll understand the complication there. Because if you get to find out who the person is, you are obligated, of course, to engage in investigations of a criminal nature, and the person can find themselves in all kinds of problems as well.
Okay. Yeah. Well, all right. Otildas is saying here online on YouTube, Otildas say people does things based on knowledge of what, right? So people does things based on knowledge of what the consequences are. They know if they do something, they already know that they will get away with it. So it's catch me if you can. Police say what? I out. Okay. Yeah. Police can say what and say they out. Oh my God.
No. It's fair is right, because I mean what the criminal elements do is adapt and adjust. So you have cameras all over the place. So what they do, they put on these overcoats so the face are not hidden, unless of course the device that comprises the camera has an expensive piece of tools that could of course trace the face beyond what is there, because the intention is to hide your face, and that is the basis on which you can be well identified. That is why you have a camera. So you have that challenge now. So what you're left with, prophylactic approach. You have to prevent. And it has to start from the schools and, of course, everybody involved, parents, etc. I think is a good move to deal with parental responsibility legislation, as I have been advocating over many years. But, of course, I would have, as I said last time, I would have introduced it from the perspective of the parents and not having the parents, at least at this time, be vicariously responsible for their children's criminal act.
Yes, Andy boy, it's true you say the boy. Hang, lock up. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Hang and lock up. Yeah, jail them whatsoever because people fed up what's going on, boy. You understand? Because this criminal have no mercy on nobody again. And does the same, they don't have no mercy on nobody again. But does the same, the law should take the things in the hands now, instead of hang them by the balls. You understand? Deal with them different because the strictness going on right now. People fed up. And there are plenty of officers, especially coming to the police, and they know the criminal them, they know the element them, and they're not doing nothing because them life in danger too. You understand, Dogger?
Good morning to the Magnificent Tree. Magnificent Tree, you know, listen to Skip Cotland. I don't know how people and running down this man and telling him to get out of Lavanti, boy. This man seen what's going on, boy. The kind of murders what taking place. Look at it in our area here with Mr. Guerra. And also in Enable with a soldier that gets shot there. Right? All these things that you talking about constitutional rights and seeing what's going on, boy. And you were that is studying you were thinking about this is murder that taking place, brother man. How anybody could have constitutional rights when they're being murdered, boy? You have to live to have that. And the Zozo bill is not just like the SOE. It's two different, right? But the same thing they want to say how the government using the property tax when they say rental people who renting place have to come out and pay a fine and then to pay something after. It's not the same thing. So this Zozo, also this SOE is not the same thing. But that's the way the PNM don't want you to believe. You, Mr. Scotland, are talking about you was defending the budget and saying that if you had to roast our breadfruit, don't roast it on the stove, roast it in a cold pot, right? You say that if you had to go to work to save on gas, ride a bicycle, right? Do use a motor car because you were defending a budget. And look today now, where you had to come and defend your people. You talking about constitutional rights and you find, well, the SOE is wrong, right? But it's to save life. So why are you getting on so? Why everything had to be so wrong for you? Every time the government tries something, although only against, oh God, winning an election is so important more than the life of your citizen, boy. More than the people who voting for you all in Lavanti, boy. And these people staying easy and letting you talk this kind of thing. I would have been in your office or reading up in your face, boy, to support this thing. This is our life. This is what I have to say this morning, Andy, boy. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And Snipes, don't forget you tell IT when we go for the break, they could do what they had to do in order for you seeing what's going on. On that break, you could think and them could think this. I go hold on this side by the meanwhile. They just had to restart and handle stories on all the side. All right, so when we go for the break at half past next 5 minutes, let Gerard organize and reset and handle the stories.
Tobago and everybody in the chat. Andy, I keep listening here in Florida. Bukala. Listen, I'm very puzzled, you know. They hire a new commissioner. I believe, my opinion, I believe he's a waste of time. I don't think he's doing his job. Right? And he has to know and put his police in place. All these things was going on and have a plan. What is going on? It's too much murder. And people getting away with it. And this is thing happening from the big boys on them. And I call a name. You know what I'm talking about. And this is the clerk of the PNM to make the government look bad. Right? So they're escalating it now. Right? And when Sturge have to get up and is behind and start doing something. Alright? Whoever is the commissioner of police, yourself, man. We say so. Okay? We say so. You can't have a policeman putting people take and fooling around like that. You have better things to think about. Solve the crime first. Get rid of this criminal first. Use your intelligence, use your police, and do your job. That's my opinion, you know. All right? Because I have family in the law enforcement, you know. And what the problem I have with the United States Army soldiers down in Trinidad? What your problem, Trinidad? What do you have to fear? When I cook out the sun, they're expecting rain? What you have with the soldiers down in Trinidad? What's your problem? Right? What is your problem? You'll send more. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Stupid fool. Well, you're a bunch of stupid idiots. Well, they are studying the crime, what's going on. But they're studying soldiers. What have to do with you? When you want to talk in like half cook out in the sun, right? Right? Where's here?
Pleasant good morning, ground report and director and all of TNT. Andy, this is just an observation, and there's no way that I have any information of any connection towards what I'm about to say. All these drugs, these millions of dollars worth in drugs and marijuana and ammunition that was seized, don't you think that there would be bodies dropping? I was expecting, now I'm not connecting any particular event, but I saw, I think there was 2 or 3 that died in Lavendale. You had a soldier got killed in Chaguanas. And before that, robbery was not the motive. Shooting just became a norm. They would just walk up to you and shoot you. But also bear in mind, Andy, that these drugs that are coming in and these drugs that are found, John Public always shared the view that there are Coast Guards, there are TTPS, there are customs, there are high-ranking people that are involved, big businessmen. And with the discovery and the law enforcement, having captured these, men are going to start to drop like flies. Actually, I'm expecting it to get even worse because somebody has to pay the cake, and this is where the crackdown. So I would advise citizens, don't be too worried about the U.S. being here. There is a purpose, right? There's a purpose.
Nice. Oh, director, you can organize and take it and see what can happen. Go ahead.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1. Bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Cherry-Leen Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
It's all good right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Talk City 91.1. Your city, your voice.
Tune in to the Holy Trinity Cathedral program on Talk City 91.1 FM every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Mark your calendar. It's a great way to stay connected with the spiritual reflections, uplifting messages, and community updates right here with us on Talk City 91.1 FM.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, we are back. Time check. It's approximately 32 minutes past the hour of 7 o'clock, and you're listening to the Ground Report. You're surely the pitbull of radio in studio, Lennox Smith, Director Snipes. Welcome to Talk City 91.1 FM, the Ground Report program.
Bang, 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 bang.
Go ahead, caller. Good morning to you.
A pleasant Monday morning to Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, and Snipes behind the studio, and Trinidad and Tobago, and the Prime Minister. Andy, you hear me this morning?
Loud and clear. I want your thoughts on just these. Just pow, you're dead. Pow, you're dead. Pow, and only shooting in your head, in your head, in your head.
Thank you.
What is this?
I think you read my mind this morning. You're a brilliant man. Go to the head of the class. The unaliving of any human being could never be right. Let me repeat this. To go where you push me to go, I'll go there. The unaliving of any human being cannot be right. And the pit bull, the greatest pit bull in Radioland in the world, what I will say this morning, I will not be popular. And when we start to take down the big and mighty, and we start to shake the purse of Mr. Big, and the people, the underworld that's fueling mainstream economy. Andy, in the earlys when you was roaring, you remember we used to use that term, the underworld that's fueling mainstream economy. I for taking down everybody on the ground. But you cannot tell me while you taking down the ground, the people to the top remains. All they will do is just recruit new people. And that is the problem in Trinidad and Tobago. When I start seeing the mighty and the Mr. Big and the underworld that fuel mainstream economy, then we start to tackle this problem. But Andy, come on, let's face it. So what we see in the unaliving of whether army, whether this one, that one, it will not stop.
This thing is the most lucrative business in the world. Andy, give me 1 more minute since you asked me to talk. I support the American coming here, but let's face it, Andy, the mafia and the cartel rule this world. As great as America is, drugs coming in the country every day, which let people go up and see it. And I'm saying people may not, but it's the hard facts. This is something to play truant games with. And if we want to clean up drugs, guns, mayhem, we got to look at Mr. Big. We have to look at the diplomatic pouch. We have to look. And when I start seeing that they hold the people to the top, this is my perspective now, then I will say this thing working. But if you tell me 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 gang, this, that on the ground, you could kill them out. But if the top remain, come on, Andy, they will recruit new people. You have a lot of idle hands out there. Satan find hands for the idle hands. And that's the fact. So while yes, the government is working, they're trying, I support the Prime Minister, yes, but let me talk the thing. Let me talk the real talk. And people may not want to talk because, no, I am saying as I land the plane in conversation this morning, when I start seeing the tippity top and they clean up that, but other than that, if you clean up the top, you think anything going and stop? People, be real, get real,
and one more,
speak real.
And one more. If you ain't catch people, you have to catch people. If you ain't catching somebody, that's it. They'll keep coming because they know they're not going and get catch.
Thank you very much, Andy.
So it means
Andy,
we dead, you know.
Andy, let me say this. I'm so happy you understand what I'm saying as the host of the program. And many people may not want to keep it real. But let me keep the thing real. Andy, from where you come from, we don't have to talk certain talk, but you know the life. And people failing to understand. You killed 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, this leader. But if to the top, the mafia and the cartel and Mr. Big remain, hey, Andy, Tabakit going and say it real. We spinning top in mud if you cannot take down nobody. So in other words, you take down them below. You see a snake passing in your yard. Let me use the basic example before I go. You see a snake somewhere in the bush there, but you just chop the end of the tail. The snake going and go back a new little tail, and his head there and he dangling all over, and that is what is happening in Trinidad. I am saying, and I'm speaking it bold and brave, no name, no warrant. You clean up the top. When I see that I hear now, you see this SOE, they hold Mr. This, they hold the underworld, where the submarine bringing in the drugs. Other than that, trust me, we are doing nothing to back it out enough. And I support you.
Go ahead, caller. Pleasant good morning to you. Welcome to the Ground Report, the #1 program in Trinidad and Tobago. What's your contribution this morning? What's your front burner this morning? Go ahead.
Morning, Andy.
Hey, morning, Malcolm.
Morning, Lennox. Morning, the sniper.
Good morning.
And morning to the speaker who now talk. Andy, Malcolm X keep telling all of that since in the days, all over the Amal station. We have to stop playing games, you know, because I will repeat it again. Since the drug report, Scott drug report, Andy, I don't know if you was around, if Lennox was around, or let's try and remember when Eric Williams tried to attack that Scott drug report, he come and he dead. It had a certain witness was talking about a commissioner. He was under state witness. The next thing they say, he free up himself, you hear he get killed. let me tell you something. They could bring where they want. The people in this country know it's a plenty big people frightened to deal with the drugs, you know, Andy. Trinidad and Tobago, which have big people know the mafia to get out of hand with us got drug report. But if we go to talk this morning, the whole history by all that Bernadette James, Salvery, with this fella from Star, what did they call Ramadi Jama. If all you really check the whole history, the downstream, this thing come down, the Latenta drugs. If all this drugs in Mona's Island, right? The orange juice, the chicken in the what they call this Pointe-à-Pierre, right? If all you get a whole map.
Point Lisas.
Point nice, brother Lennox. If we check all these things, right, down to the last thing you hear with your young stepdaughter. If all you check all these things and then it trickles down now to the little hungry little boys and them who getting money. You see greed and money, boy? When them fellas getting paid, these little fellas getting paid to hit this one and hit that one, it can't stop because of what the now speaker rightfully say. When I said there's a new set coming, because why? The head of the snake still there. And I know people in the present government, past government, and all government, them know this mafia is so big. Let me tell you, in a long time, these people used to be outside in Colombia and all about running the thing here in Trinidad, you know. Now some of them right here, you know. So it's no middleman again, you know, it's the headmen right here, you know. And here who's suffering for it? We, the citizens of the country. So here we have to do. We have to come out as vigilantes and make sure and protect with children and the grandchildren future. If we ain't do that, the people we depending on to help we already polluted already. All you have a good day.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Go ahead, caller. Pleasant good morning to you. Welcome to the Ground Report program right here on Talk City 91.1 FM. What's your front burner on this big program this morning?
Right, this is Diego Martin. Andy, Lennox, your director, and all your listeners. Let me be a little biblical. The sins of the father falls on the children, third and fourth generation. Who was the father of the nation? They say, Eric, we are now in the third generation. Karma taking its course, but somebody is here to help us. That is KPB. I say no more. I want to big up the Minister Mohit on what she have asked for. And I'm hoping they all tender their resignation forthwith. That is the Children's Authority. There must not be no, as they say, dilly-dallying. They must hand it in. And let me tell you why. 2021, remember that famous day, heinous day? 5 escaped from the Children's Authority. 2 were shot dead in Lavantil Mova. Have we heard if any of those perpetrators who killed those 2 boys were held, were arrested? Who was held accountable in the Children's Authority for that heinous act? They said, the Children's Authority at that time said yes, there was a breach in the protocol. Nothing happened. Check back to a previous year, last year. The CEO of the Children's Authority was dismissed or charged for some nefarious pedophilic act. But he ended up in a P&M teacher with a big job. That tells you how serious this thing is. We have to get to the bottom. We want the Judas Jones report. We want the SABGA investigation. This thing is out of hand now, and nobody seems to want to take the bull by the horn and resolve the pedophile ring that our Prime Minister say exists. I say no more. Good morning.
Thank you very much.
We have a call.
Go
on
ahead.
this side. Good morning. Welcome to the Ground Report.
Good morning. Lennox,
Yes?
if Tabaki sent Andy Williams to the head of the class, who will be the teacher? You and Andy. What you see that statement you make about Balisier House? I want you to make it outside of Parliament.
Which that I made?
What statement we make about Balisier House?
Yeah, you and Andy, the statement that all make.
I know.
I want you to make it outside of Parliament about Balisier House. The
Yes.
statement you make about Balisier.
What statement you make, Lennox Smith?
Parliament.
Yeah, I know. I normally would say that that is blood money that entity was constructed from, and the rationale for it is very simple. The then Prime Minister said in no uncertain terms that he inherited a bankrupt party called the PNM, and that it was in fact owing in the red over $5 million. And 9 years later, he is now, or the party is constructing, while it's in government, of course, now that they're out of government, the project has stalled, but while it's in government, over $100 million. Of course, he also said that not one contractor that was hired by the government worked on that particular project. We have evidence, and I say so without fear of contradiction. And you could bring how much lawsuit you want, and this is and this is a pellucid fact.
Yeah. Go ahead, Lennox.
That Jusamco, let me repeat, Jusamco, the very company that was hired by the then government, have been very, very meticulous and very, very pellucid, and at the same time very slow, so that you understand. So I'm saying the same thing, and no difference, that Jusamco was the company that constructed that part of the highway to Point 14 that collapsed into the swamp below. And that company was not just working on the superstructure, but the infrastructure of Balisier House, road, etc., blocked off in order to get that particular Balisier House blood money project going. More than that, the excavated material, part of it at least, because as you know, the 5-story part of the Balisier House was part of the car park of Balisier House. Well, the earth from there was dumped at the site that is now the construction site for the establishment of the Ministry of Social Development. Yes, not too far on Chagrit Road there. Yes, where Desperados was. Yes, we have all the pictures. And of course, at the time, I also asked the question, when time come for that material to be removed, whatever building would have been constructed there or was carried to be constructed, and whether they would have had to do excavation, who would pay for it? Because the earth from Balisier House was deposited there. But more than that, I had cause to write via the Freedom of Information Act to ask the question of the Ministry of Education why it is that the Balisier House project or the PNM had shifted the southern side of their fence into encroaching on the Piccadilly Secondary School. Yes, I had cause to, via freedom of information, to communicate with the ministry then. Of course, they set back a sort of convoluted, indescript, I would call it, response. I've yet to, in other words, to get a firm response as to how come Balisier fence, southern fence, could be pushed back so as to commandeer or as to infringe or to impinge on the school, the secondary school. And of course, my argument was very simple. But the PNM, therefore, attempted to try to deprive the students and the teachers of that educational institution from utilizing as optimum as they can the facility that was carded for that particular educational facility. In other words, they're depriving the students of their education in a real sense. So, my friend, you opened a can of worm clearly, and so, of course, you have heard me. And I don't think you need any more. If you need any more, just send me the pre-action protocol letter. That is a statement made by Lennox Smith, and I will ask the technical person to, of course, play the disclaimer, just in case, out of an abundance of caution. And I want to say, I hope you do it. You send the pre-action because I can't depend on Stuart Young. You see, he sent us one on Delcy Rodriguez, and when we responded with about 30 or 50 pages, he never pursued it, and you know how long ago that was. Yes, so we go for the break, and when we come back more on this edition of the Ground Report.
Disclaimer.
Any views or opinions expressed on the Ground Report are solely those of the hosts and callers and do not represent the views, policies, or official position of Talk City 91.1, its management, or affiliates.
The Pitti Valley Diego Martin Cluster presents Panyard Crusade 2026 from March 23rd to March 27th from 6:15 p.m. each night with rosary, praise, and worship, featuring 424 Music Ministry, The Seminarians, Cluster Joint Choir, Valley Harps, Valley Angels, and much more. Live at the Valley Harps Panyard, Moncoco Road, Pitti Valley, opposite St. Anthony's RC Church. Guest speakers: Father Isaac Umaru, Father Steve Ransom, Father Robert Christo, Father Matthew Martinez, and Father Leslie Tankai. The Panyard Crusade 2026.
TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
The Trinidad and Tobago online arrival and departure card platform will go live on March 17, 2026. This secure platform can be accessed at travel.gov.tt. It is free, convenient, and required information can be completed within a few minutes. Passengers must create an account using a valid email address to access the portal, which will be available 72 hours prior to travel. The online arrival and departure card is a mandatory declaration for all international passengers and replaces the former process of filling a paper form. To complete the online arrival and departure card, each traveler must have flight information, a valid passport, and must upload a picture of the passport biodata page. Receipts for immigration and customs containing a QR code will be generated upon submission. Download and save the receipts, which will also be sent via email. Edits can be made to the declaration prior to the day of travel. However, if any changes are required on the day of travel, passengers must complete a new online arrival and departure card. The QR code may be required before boarding and must be presented to officials upon arrival and departure. A transformative travel experience awaits. This was a production of the Information Division, Office of the Prime Minister.
Hard questions, honest answers, real conversations from the ground up. If you want to know what's really happening, don't miss the Ground Report. Weekday mornings on Talk City 91.1.
This is Destra. And right now you're listening to Talk City 91.1. Keep it low. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Hey, Andy, morning. Help you out now, boy. Well, pressure Joseph here for water, boy. But I've seen every day. This going on since last year. It come in a little bit. You can't get to wash with pain. And it gone for the whole night, next morning. But see how you could help me now. You again, you can't get them, you can't nothing. Why, brother? And Balisier, they well pressure. We ain't getting nothing in St. Joseph here.
Morning, Andy. Morning, Lennox. Morning, Snipes. Morning to the people at Trinidad and Tobago. Andy, is it that the people, when they were saying that PNM, when they was inside the murders was 600 and something, is it that they're trying to make sure that the UNC inside and they get the same amount of murders so nobody can compare with nobody? The first thing I know what Kamala should have tried to do is murderers must not get bail. Why are you bailing murderers? Why are you doing that? And then when she said another SOE because attack is on the security forces and the government, so they're going down a soldier in Edinburgh, Shoguanas and all them kind of thing there. We have to realize that we not living in a proper state. When they hold these people, do they ask them, who are you working for? Who are you working for? These boys not working for themselves. They have a bigger man behind them. Who are you working for? Ask them, squeeze them until they tell you. Because we will be surprised to know who they're working for, right? If they really want to open up, we got surprised to see who these people really working for. So we talking gun amnesty and all them things there. Yeah, but even though they're bringing a little dirty skin gun, them, but they have bigger ones. They have bigger ones. So check out who these people working for. White collar crime, check out who these people working for. Have a good morning.
Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Lennox. This heavy duty. Like you get too big of it. You get a little bone. You try to let my brother, because he called for interview to see Philip Alexander to come and that big program he had a bigger than heavy duty on them program.
Call if he and only rectify all the thing. I ain't want no thing with no other program in this program. All right. Time check. It's about 2 minutes to the hour. So I wouldn't play voice notes because all the voice notes is over minute and something. So I'll play those voice notes when we come back because 1 minute to the hour. And we have the news coming up, And I think everything is rectified, so you all will get your news. But say thanks so much to management. IT specialist Gerard, all of you. Thanks so much for making it possible. So the people will make sure to get the #1 news in Trinidad and Tobago. TTT News. Coming up right next at 7 o'clock. Your #1 source for news. That's TTT News. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Yes, indeed. Of course, we have to go exactly there. So people, it's getting hot. No, it was already hot. But of course, when we come back, more on this edition of the Ground Report, the news.
Bang, 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 bang.
Good morning, this is your TTT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. Making the news at this time. The Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force, TTDF, is expressing condolences following the fatal shooting of one of its soldiers. In a statement, the TTDF said the loss of a member of the national security community is deeply felt across the organization and extended sympathies to the family, friends, and colleagues of the deceased. 30-year-old Janani Garcia Williams, a private with the Trinidad and Tobago Regiment, was ambushed outside a mini-mart on La Clave Street while entering his SUV. Assailants in another vehicle reportedly fired several shots before speeding away. Williams sustained multiple gunshot wounds and was pronounced dead at the scene. A firearm was later found in his waistband. The TTDF says it is maintaining close coordination with the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, which has primary responsibility for the investigation, and is prepared to assist authorities as needed. The Defense Force is also urging members of the public to allow the investigative process to proceed without speculation. In other news, calls for the resignation of the board of the Children's Authority have raised new questions about governance and oversight within the agency responsible for protecting vulnerable children. The issue surfaced after the Minister of Social Development and Family Services publicly urged the board to step down, citing serious concerns about financial management and operational challenges. The minister's statement comes amid reports of liabilities exceeding $77 million and broader concerns about the management of the Children's Authority. The developments have also renewed attention on findings from an independent investigation into safeguarding conditions within children's homes, community residences, and children's support centers in Trinidad and Tobago. One of the members of that investigation team, Chief Executive Officer of the Heroes Foundation, Lawrence Arjun, says the authority plays a critical role but faces significant structural challenges.
The Children's Authority is definitely one of the most critical and important state entities that we have today. But as the report says, as many people have said over the years, it faces significant challenges, such as, it's carrying too much functions, it has resource, it has staffing constraints. So that being said, I really was surprised that the minister raised such a matter in the public, because it says that there is, or there has been, some sort of breakdown in the reporting and the engagement mechanisms within the authority, the board, and the ministry.
Mr. Arjun notes that under the law, the authority operates within a defined reporting structure where staff report to the board reports to the minister, and the minister reports to the parliament. But he says the current public exchange raises concerns about how those internal mechanisms are functioning. He adds that the board itself carries significant responsibilities that go beyond traditional governance roles.
But on the operational side, it also has a lot of responsibilities when it comes to the work, such as, decisions related to the care and the placement of children, things like care plans, treatment plans, rehabilitation planning, approval of the placement of children, whether they're in community residences or in foster care. So it's a lot of responsibilities that is being placed on the board, which creates some challenges.
Mr. Arjun says while questions remain about the future of the board, the priority must remain the care and protection of the children served by the authority, as the country watches closely to see how the situation unfolds. In other news, a coordinated state of emergency raid in Sangre Grande has led to the seizure of a large quantity of cannabis and the arrest of 2 suspects. Police say the operation took place on Sunday at a residence along Ojo Road, where officers executed a search warrant. During the search, authorities discovered approximately 25.5 kilograms of cannabis with an estimated street value of about $750,000. 2 people who were at the home at the time were arrested on suspicion of possession of cannabis for the purpose of trafficking. They were taken to the Sangre Grande police station, where they are expected to be formally charged. Officers from the Eastern Division Task Force, the National Operations Task Force, and the K9 unit also participated in the operation. In more news, the Tobago House of Assembly is moving to formalize the way sporting bodies receive funding for activities. At a media conference on Sunday, the Secretary for Youth Empowerment and Sport, Keegan Denoon, said this process will begin almost immediately and is calling on sporting bodies to get their houses in order.
We are implementing strict guidelines as to how you can access governmental funding. Organizations would now have to be registered, have their NGO certificate. They would also have to have audited financials. and they would also have to bring the receipts to show that the monies were utilized for the purpose for which they were applied.
Sporting organizations are being asked to apply at least 3 months in advance of their activity in order to be guaranteed funding, consideration, and approval. And that was your TDT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. From the entire team here, have a great day.
That was TDT News on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Wake up to the issues that matter most on the Ground Report. Join Andy Williams and Lennox Smith every morning from 6 to 9 a.m. for real talk, real analysis, and real perspectives on the stories shaping our nation. News, current affairs, and voices from the ground, unfiltered and unapologetic. That's the Ground Report. Weekday mornings on Talk City 91.1, where the conversation begins.
Parliament has approved the government's move to extend the state of emergency for 3 months after the House of Representatives debated 2 related motions brought by Attorney General the Honorable John Jeremy. He explained that the extension will give law enforcement agencies additional powers and time to continue stabilizing communities and dismantling criminal operations.
Upon the declaration of the state of emergency by Her Excellency the President, the TTPS and the Defense Force commenced strategic operations. Those operations will continue in an intelligence-led, targeted, and deliberate manner until these threats to public safety are curtailed. The House is asked to note Her Excellency's statement that a state of public emergency existed dated the 2nd of March 2026 with effect from the 3rd of March 2026.
The Attorney General underscored the government's firm commitment to confronting violent crime.
So the threat of violence will be met with all of the resources, the serious resources of the armed forces in Trinidad and Tobago. The threat of reprisal killings will be met with every single intelligence resource, every single resource that we have at our disposal. And we are not going to moan and cry about the money that we spend on national security. Our first duty is to secure the people of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago.
Attorney General the Honorable John Jeremy. During the debate, government ministers argued that ending the state of emergency too early could weaken the progress already made in ongoing security operations. They said the additional 3 months will allow security forces to continue targeted action against gang activity, maintain intelligence gathering efforts, and strengthen patrols in communities most affected by crime. The government also maintains that the state of emergency forms part of a temporary but necessary response while long-term reforms and anti-crime strategies continue.
This was a production of the Information Division, Office of the Prime Minister.
Voices you know, trust, and respect are the very best in talk. Talk City 91.1.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked!
6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Join Andy Williams and Lennox Smith, the Ground Report team, as they rip apart the lies, half-truth, and misinformation that the mainstream media never discuss. The Ground Report. Hard-hitting, informative, undiluted, uncompromising, and unfiltered. Monday to Friday. Get the raw facts before making any life-changing decisions. Only on The Ground Report.
Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report. The Ground Report.
The government of Trinidad and Tobago is not closing down Petrotrin.
The Ground Report. The Ground Report.
I would think that there's been very clear that all the employees of Petrotrin will exit the company. All.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy. We are back. Time check. It's 11 minutes past your hour of 8 o'clock. And you're listening and viewing the Ground Report. Yes, you're listening to us on Talk City 91.1 FM. And you're viewing us and listening to us on our several social media platforms. I must say a pleasant good morning to all of you bloggers that are locked on at Talk City 91.1 FM on Facebook, YouTube, and on Twitter. You're also getting us on Real Media TT on Facebook, Real Media TT on YouTube, Corridor Transformation on YouTube, The Ground Report on YouTube. Yes, The Ground Report on YouTube. 648 Television. That's Irvin Felix, his wife. All of you, a pleasant good morning to you. You can get us there too, eh? So when you leave your maxis, your taxis, when you leave your transport, your transportation, stay tuned into the #1 program, The Ground Report. Lennox, anything else you want to touch on there quick before because it have a real voice notes?
Yes, indeed, my friend. And I really would want to demonstrate that there is a document that was submitted where it matters, as far as I am concerned, that deals with, and it is called the Empowerment Zone Concept. And when I saw what was contained in Part 525 of the ZOSO bill, I cannot overemphasize. It's not that I'm rehashing or want it to come back. No, I am merely making the point that for the first time I have seen a gravitation towards what I believe, having regard to my multiple years of experience and efforts in areas that where it matters in the context of blue-collar crime, Laventel, etc., East Port of Spain. And I just want to identify what they would have seen or what is contained in that document I referred to long time ago, long before anything about Azoso or so on exists, that is contained in the Empowerment Zone Concept, that a document that, as far as I am concerned, is where it ought to be at this point in time. I say no more on that, except to say that the provision of the schedule are in the document in the ZOSO bill. It is called the Social Transformation Committee. We have a different name for it, but it is clearly called the Mova Laventel Initiative. And listen to what this, I'm reading from the ZOSO bill, and that is what is contained in that particular document that was constructed and created long time ago, or over 5-10 years. Assess conditions within the zone. When I say zone, you could say community, so you could use it interchangeably. I hope that people's mind is expansive enough to make the distinction. So assess conditions within the zone. I'm using the ZOSO, should I say, connotation, including the state of physical infrastructure, health, environment, land tenure, housing, and settlements. B is just about 4, so I'll just go through it quickly. Identify the threats to sustainable development of the communities within the zone. C, develop a sustainable development plan which will include addressing issues relating to health, the environment, social improvement, infrastructural development, education, and economic development. D, recommend a social intervention within the zone, including compulsory school attendance areas and local improvement and urban renewal initiatives. And E, which is the final one, coordinate the implementation of social intervention programs by the relevant public bodies. That is something that we knew, we understand. You will understand my passion and my emotion and my disappointment that, of course, this was not seen by those who were supposed to be part of the legislature and part of the society. But I'm saying that this is merely, and now that it has not been passed, I want to say it's merely a regurgitation without any kind of collaboration in our document that, as I said, is before where it matters. It's called the empowerment zone concept. Empowerment zone concept. It appears we have a commonality of zone, but it is relating to, of course, communities like these that have been identified by the law enforcement agencies as crime zones, and whether it be along the east-west corridor, whether it be in Central, whether it be Gun Hill in Point Fortin, that is what we had proposed. And in fact, I want to say that remnants of it, because we had started the process under a PNM administration when Martin Joseph was there, because I addressed for the first time anybody outside, and I dare anybody to say outside of a government minister, addressed at any time the National Security Council. I was called and I carried, as Mr. Barbara Gray Burke with me and an assistant, and I made a presentation there with the same matter. Same proposal. And here it is. I am seeing it in a document and feeling good. It didn't matter whether it come from me or what I've been doing over the years. But I want to tell you remnants of it, because we started under Martin Joseph. In Gonzales, you would see something called MLI attached to the police post up there. Well, MLI means really the Mover Laventil Initiative. But when others wanted to take ownership of it, they changed the name to making MLI, to making life important. That is the level of plagiarization people go to in order to deprive the progenitors, the originators, the social re-engineering elements that know what has to be done, understand what has to be done, and have done what was supposed to be done, just that they didn't have the force of law. Go ahead, my friend.
Thank you very much. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Andy, good morning to you, Lennox, Mikey, Nigel, and to everybody out there. Andy, the propaganda of the PNM in every nook and cranny. And we heard it outside Parliament on Friday from Stuart Young-Lai. Stuart Young-Lai coming to talk about the government take out some money from TTNGL or some kind of the whole letters of the alphabet, right? And if they take that out and they get an investment, what they will do, hey, listen, I want to send a message for him. Maybe the person who was shouting in the background could carry the message for him. We don't want your help. We don't need your help. You had an opportunity for 9 years and 7 months to do what was right by the country, and all they never did it. We don't want to hear your mouth now. But you see, Andy, the lies continue. He talked about when the partnership government was there, they used 16 billion from NGC and tried to insinuate that it was that bankrupt NGC, right? When was NGC bankrupt? Maybe Lennox can tell us. When Conrad O'Neill was there? Why did Jerry Brooks leave NGC? Why was Conrad O'Neill moved and sent to Guyana? When they say NGC was bankrupt. So after all these years, since 2014, after almost 10 years after it bankrupt the company, here the lies But you see, thank God it have people like us out here, not shouters, looking for attention, right? Who will pull up these people and expose the truth. Now, he said that 16 billion was used by the partnership government. Andy, that's a lie. When Jerry Brooks took to the Joint Select Committee, he said it was 14.5 billion and it was used to fix roads and bridges and recreation grounds and other things for the country. Mrs. Prasad Bisasa didn't put it in her handbag. She used it for the country. And Jerry Brooks also stated it was outside the remit of NGC. Really, Jerry Brooks? When Manning took billions to build the Brian Lara Promenade from the Catholic Cathedral right to Independence Square, right? Wasn't that outside the scope of NGC? Those dividends are for the country. You hear? And nobody don't know what it is all you did with the money when you all were there. But I'll remind the people about something. When the PNM came into office in 2015, Jerry Brooks gave them, I'll round it off here, and the $4 billion to kickstart their budget. Was that outside the remit of NGC? You see, it's different strokes of PNM folks. And I am asking our supporters and them all to sit up, take notice of the lies. Never mind somebody wanted to be the next prime minister, right? But he will never see that. He will never see that, right? Because when you come in here with lies, nobody don't want to hear lies again. Stop spreading the gospel and the propaganda of the PNM in every nook and cranny. Our supporters have to push back on it. Come on, people, right? This is nonsense. And I'm calling on everybody as well to please share the links for Talk City and the other 91.1 and all those. Share the link. Share the link. Let everybody see what's going on there. We don't want to hear no propaganda station. Andy, you continue doing what all you're doing. Take care and have a good one.
Bang, 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 bang.
Andy Williams, good morning. Good morning to you, Lennox. Director Snipes, a belated happy birthday to my Kiki. I just want to draw your attention again to the tree on the stretch, Andy. This tree on the stretch before you meet the roundabout. I don't know why somebody would have cleared down or people would have cleared down around the tree and did not cut the tree. The tree is in the wires on the other side of the road, and with this constant rain we have up on this side and the strong wind, that tree is going to come down across the road. To the relevant authorities, I want them to pay close attention that they're not doing their jobs. This tree needs to come down before it comes down on people. Second thing, I'm not sure if the government is aware, I'm not sure if it's forestry, but people interfering with their repo savannas. And every single time I'm there on the stretch and I'm passing, I've seen more and more of their repo savannas being cut down and cleared. This is in the vicinity of Toure Junction, right over the road. I know it would have had squatters opposite the cemetery and opposite Kwaiko Government School, but now it's expanding and you're seeing through the savannas just before you meet that huge depression where you go down in the hill. There's a huge dip in the road before you climb back up. There's a lot of clearing going on, and I'm not sure if it's officially forestry business or maybe it's people who see about the savannas themselves, or if it's squatting going to take place that they're clearing down the savannas. There are consequences for interfering with the ecological system of the repo savannas. So I just want to draw that to your attention, Andy. This lawlessness have to stop, and the lackadaisical response to people's lives and safety where the tree on the stretch is concerned, I think it's appalling. Very, very much appalling. All they can do, you make the announcement via the media or so that they're going to shut off the electricity at whatever time, and you do the work within an hour, 2 hours time. We will understand that people will be glad to have that, instead of seeing the news report that the tree come down across the road on somebody. So thanks a lot, Andy, and have a good morning.
Send me a picture of that tree, where it is, the facility, everything. Just send me a video. Send me a video. Let me see it, let me think, and then I will organize and worse than it going across that and take wire and all them things. I'll see what can be done. So send me a video of what it is you're talking about, please, Black China.
Andy, good morning. Andy and Lennox, good morning, and director. Andy, I can put my head on the block and let you know, tell you that Rowley is going to talk about the Balisier House. The cabinet said, drug money build that house. And she's right. Let them show every receipt that that house was built, that Balisier, that big building, red blood building. Show the receipt of everything that bought and built that building. So he's going to call a press conference to clear the air. What air? The man already defecate the air. He's fuming it. He stink up. Right. Andy, good morning. Andy.
Nah. Again, the Honorable Prime Minister says she thinks she have the protection of Parliament. Right. Give me that disclaimer there, please, partner.
Any views or opinions expressed on the Ground Report are solely those of the hosts and callers and do not represent the views, policies, or official position of Talk City 91.1, its management, or affiliates.
I am sure that the former Prime Minister would want to postpone what he has to say today, having heard what I said earlier.
Well,
in other words, I will not be surprised. And I want to add that the company that was originally carded or was constructing that Balisier House, subsequently, in the twilight of the last administration, got the contract to construct the HGC buildings at the former citrus growers compound there. That development you see there, that company got that as well. Even though the then Prime Minister, who was saying that he has a press conference this evening, said that not a government-connected company did any work on that Balisier House. I want to add that. Maybe you could do a disclaimer there as well, and then, of course, we could take the call.
Yeah, but one more thing before I do the disclaimer there, Smith, people are saying why you don't say it exactly like how Kamala Prasad said it. Why are you saying it like how you say it?
Because that is how I was saying it from time immemorial. What the Honorable Prime Minister may have her own information. I have mine, and I could defend what I say, and I'm certain that she will be able to do, in spite of the fact. And I don't have the feature of having parliamentary privilege. Notice that I'm totally exposed, so I will not venture to say something of which I am unaware. What I can say is that it was blood money, had to be blood money, and only when they were in government they were able to get that money. After they were in the red of over $5-6 million, that is on record. I can prove it, as we have done with respect to Stuart Young, when he tried to tell us that we were lying on him and sent us a pre-action protocol letter. And when we sent back, of course, something like 20-something pages, he then, of course, remained definitely silent. I hope to God that I get the opportunity at the appropriate place and time to, of course, revisit that particular issue. We have a caller? Oh, let's go to the line. President, good morning.
Lennox, you're a man of straw. Nobody wants to see you. You're a man of straw.
You see,
morning caller, welcome.
The children's offense, so people had to.
Well, I hope
express
they do
themselves
not strike, because it is alleged that fentanyl, now a weapon of mass destruction, is being hidden at Balisier House.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Any views or opinions expressed on the Ground Report are solely those of the hosts and callers and do not represent the views, policies, or official position of Talk City 91.1, its management, or affiliates.
Yeah, I really don't know.
Your news, anytime, anywhere. TTT News brings you the facts that matter most. On air and online. More ways to stay informed. TTT News covers the stories that matter. Join us nightly at 7. TTT News. Committed, accurate, relevant.
Is your business experiencing the following symptoms? Not enough customers, no sales, slow cash flow. It's time for your business to be seen and heard by thousands of potential customers inside this new, exciting television and social media feature.
Welcome.
The 1020 with Junior K. Up for this exciting challenge and confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just for you. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business. 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
The Trinidad and Tobago online arrival and departure card platform will go live on March 17, 2026. This secure platform can be accessed at travel.gov.tt. It is free, convenient, and required information can be completed within a few minutes. Passengers must create an account using a valid email address to access the portal, which will be available 72 hours prior to travel. The online arrival and departure card is a mandatory declaration for all international passengers and replaces the former process of filling a paper form. To complete the online arrival and departure card, each traveler must have flight information, a valid passport, and must upload a picture of the passport biodata page. Receipts for immigration and customs containing a QR code will be generated upon submission. Download and save the receipts, which will also be sent via email. Edits can be made to the declaration prior to the day of travel. However, if any changes are required on the day of travel, passengers must complete a new online arrival and departure card. The QR code may be required before boarding and must be presented to officials upon arrival and departure. A transformative travel experience awaits. This was a production of the Information Division, Office of the Prime Minister.
You can listen on Talk City 91.1 FM and stay connected on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok, wherever you are.
This is Desha. Right now you're listening to Talk City 91.1. Keep it locked. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, 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 bang.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
We papa, I can't done laugh, yes. Lennox, your information, it killing people, boy. People here, boy. Oh my God.
And watch me there. You notice the man intellectually and cognitively disintegrated right before our very eyes, you know. If you know I am a man of straw, meaning that I don't have money, why you challenge me? Why you challenge me?
He told you to say it.
Yes, that's right.
He told you to say it.
But he never said, you know I'm a man of straw. You know I have no money.
He's chefing the goalpost.
That's all. Because he realized that he has been caught with his pants down and maybe totally naked. And if that is so as well, why it is that Stuart Young sent us a pre-action protocol letter? You see, it is incongruent. It is not consistent with the original purpose for asking that question, because the question was asked because there was the feeling by the caller that I would not have responded because of fear of being, of course, brought before the court, among other things. I have said it. So he felt compelled. He felt compelled to come back with something and totally disintegrated his intelligence and his intellect right before our very eyes and before the whole world.
No, but what, director?
I
never
never see
that.
that.
The man, you're right, director. The man say, while Lennox and say what the Honorable Kamala Prasad Bisesa say, Lennox say what he had to say based on the evidence that Lennox have. Then you now come back. You tell him and say, but then you come back to say he ain't gonna get sued because he's a man of straws. Nobody has time to sue him.
No shame.
Totally disintegrated before. I mean, I'm sorry for you, my friend, but of course I know it's all kind of egg and should I say abstract feces in your face. Abstract, right? So, my friend, come again, right? We are up to any challenge, and once it is that you bring the facts before us, we are able to respond, and if we can't, we say so. All right.
Right.
So let's get on with the program. I think we have posed enough embarrassment to that caller.
Yeah. Boy. Morning caller, we're calling. Remember, what's your contribution on the number one program, the Ground Report, this morning?
Morning, Andy and Lennox.
Good morning.
Andy.
Yeah.
How come the Sukai and them outfit the whole building with the air condition, and just after that, Richie Sukai become a senator? A senator we can even pronounce word in the Senate.
Lennox, you have any evidence of anybody putting air condition in that building? I don't know.
I heard of it, so I would only say I heard of it for to be accurate on my side.
No, I don't have no evidence
and
of that.
protective. Yeah.
Director, we don't have evidence of that.
What I agreed with the caller with is that fella really didn't qualify to be in the parliament. The kind of nonsense I hear he talk. I mean, it is amazing. I could have swear he was still in kindergarten.
Director.
Any views or opinions expressed on the Ground Report are solely those of the hosts and callers and do not represent the views, policies, or official position of Talk City 91.1, its management, or affiliates.
The Ground Report don't know about anyone getting any air conditioned thing for any Balisier House or anything. We know it's nothing about that. Where that fella said it, that is e-view. That's not review. We have no evidence of that. Nice. Let's continue.
We really have to pay attention to people trying these tactics where they will try to draw us into something that we are not involved in and try to bring this program into distribution.
Yeah,
so
because
we have to look out for them.
Yeah, it is all about innuendos. You see, misleading statements is all about inference. You see, so that they carry you down a narrow path, and then of course the outcome is what they are looking for, because you will have no other choice. It is almost like a rhetorical question.
They bring you down to their level and then try to beat you with experience of nonsense.
Well said. And but of course they try to pursue where angels fear.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead, caller.
Good morning, gentlemen. I just want to reinforce what Lennox was saying this morning about the law reform zones of special operations, special security and community development measures bill of 2026. If you look at clause 25, part 5, social transformation committee, you also have the functions of the committee, and within the schedule you have social transformation committee, and everything what happening in Tobago right now is more or less around a social issue. And this piece of legislation is a brilliant piece of legislation that they need to bring back and really speak on. And the people there within Parliament, all of them, even Senate, need to read this entire document, especially with the provisions with social transformation, because this is the heartbeat of everything happening in all the challenges what they're facing in the communities in Tobago. This bill is the heartbeat of it because it's touching on every component they could think about, what we see in present. Look, physical infrastructure, health environment, land, tenure, housing system, every possible provision, more or less included here. You could add in one or two things there again, and we will be all right. But they need to bring this bill back and really debate and talk on it. And even if you want to do consultations with the public so they can see what the bill contains, it will be good. But this bill, they need to bring it back. And Lennox, I totally agree with you and Andy, with how this thing will be looked at again. Bring it back and prove it to the people, because what happened, people have been misled, and that is why this bill didn't even reach where it's supposed to reach. It wasn't proclaimed. Thanks very much, gentlemen.
Thank you. Next caller.
So I want to tell you, caller, quickly go to the top of the class 1-2, and maybe some of your consultative ability should be directed to those senators who clearly did not see what we know.
Go ahead, caller. Morning.
Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Lennox. I want to say something here. All the underestimating Penelope Beckles. She going to call a press conference with Marvin and Imbut and them just now to bring all she bills and all she receipts for all the material they use and who donate for Balisier House. If not tomorrow, next day, because she can't leave that out in the open just so. Kamala say drugs, money, build everything. She going and come with she bills. You know, remember they say, how somebody build Kamala House and Kamala come with all she receipt and roll it at the thing down, he picture and how she mounted in Parliament. Penny coming with the same thing just now. Sooner rather than later, because if she come with that, they have no credibility at all. Come with your bills too.
And Andy, all of this thing could stop. It's Kamala and it's criminal court. Just hang a few of them. You hang a few of them, put them and hang them. Within 6 months, a year, don't give them no time. You hang a few of them in the kitchen. Take examples. Hang a few of them. That's how we stop it. Andy, one more thing. Andy, you're right. Want to see the police and them are done. I was recruited in the police service. No, I wrote the exam. Sorry, I wrote the exam in the police service when I was young. And I passed and had interviewed girls and everybody. And I'm going to tell you something, Andy. If you wasn't BBU, you couldn't get in the police service. No matter if you're dumb and you don't know how to write and spell and read.
I'm really fighting up there here. We're saying, and then shoop in the background.
We have a caller. We have a call here.
Take the call on that side.
Pleasant good morning. Welcome to the Ground Report.
Yeah, good morning. If Tobago could put on the winners of the class, I wonder who is the teacher?
He come back with that again. That seems to be the fellow who it seems as though he's a sucker for punishment. But that's all right. We don't mind. Pleasant good morning.
Hello.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Lera.
Yes.
Good morning, Mr. Sam. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago.
Morning.
I am calling from Pitty Valley.
Go ahead, Pitty Valley.
I heard on the news yesterday where Mr. Rowley, very good friend, and Mr. Warner, not Jack Warner, Tobago Warner, and his children is about to be sued by the FCB because they borrow how much money and they never repaid it. So I'm beginning to wonder if FCB...
They're about to be sued by who?
That they use
FCB, yes. The Warners are about to be sued by FCB.
Which is state-controlled, that is the state bank.
The state bank, that's right, yes.
Wow.
Was one of the institutions that is PNM people went in and take money. Because every day you listen to the news, every institution, any place that had money, PNM went and they take money. So I am waiting. Rowley has said, the man with the water gas thing, I said, friend, so you have to ask. So waiting to hear Rowley going to come out and talk about his friend, Warner. Thank you very much.
Pleasant good morning. Welcome to the Ground Report. Oh, We lost that one. Andy, you take.
Yes.
Dr. Rowley will not talk about Warner. It will be extremely difficult for him to talk about Warner in the present circumstance, having regard to what is in the news, simply because he was the model. He was the role model for Africans in terms of his argument then. I talked about Dr. Rowley when he said that because he's an African, he was being maligned for entering business and moving from Tobago to Trinidad, etc. All of that.
Yeah.
Not knowing he was the beneficiary of Rowley being his friend, and PNM being in office.
Yeah, because
like
Anthony Ford is saying, Andy, it's for $17 million. So the Warners get $17 million borrowed from state-owned bank FCB.
Yeah.
We normal citizens, when we want a loan, work hard, and we owe in. Work hard. But let me take this call.
So that has been a delayed collapse. But whilst he was in office and he was propping up and promoting projects such as that of the gas to liquid initiative, which blew up twice.
Where's called that again? Where's called that thing will blow up again?
I'll get it. I'll
get
it.
Real money in that,
everybody.
I think them two state-owned companies get them money.
Borrowed money from
Citizens
another
and
bank.
Republic.
Yeah, from Republic Bank.
Republic
That's
get
right.
them thing too.
Over 100 million, yes. And I talking here US dollars, yeah.
But where call that company? I don't let the people know where it's that company.
Taekwon.
Oh, Nikewan,
yes, that's right. Nikewan. That's
Nikewan. Fail.
That's the company.
That was World GTL.
Blew up twice.
Yeah, boy.
Blew up twice. Within days after he opened it and say it is a unique, it is excellent, it is one of a kind, it is, of course, breaking new grounds. Well, it has collapsed. And I want to say, in recent times, it has filed, the entire entity has filed for bankruptcy.
Yeah, but after all that money, remember they even
bankruptcy.
They even guide we gas to that company.
Can pay the CEO, etc. Yeah.
Right, but remember they even guided our gas. They even get them preferential treatment when they come to get gas.
They call it ministerial gas because the ministers seem to have not just that one, but all ministers seem to have a sort of say where certain amount of gas can go, and that was the beneficiary. And Nikewan was the beneficiary of that as well.
Hey, all right, let me continue. Oh my God.
And they get the clipping from Wayne Sturge and in Parliament on Friday, and they were here where he telling them that so is coming back. And they come back in a different form, and he go want to see if they go pass it or not.
Pleasant good morning, Mikey.
Yes,
Lennox
he did say so.
Well, Lennox and Andy, let me ask you something. This thing with the Prime Minister mentioning in Parliament concerning Balisier House. I hope it's just factual, so that some kind of justice could come to this now, the outcome of this. Because things is just say and just, we don't hear about it again and all these kind of things. So,
all right, we have to go for the break, Andy.
Yes. And when we come back, more right here on the Gong Report. We'll be back.
Every morning begins with a story, the headlines you need, the voices you trust, the conversations shaping our nation. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago Today, where your day starts informed and inspired. News that matters to you, conversations that spark new ideas, stories that move Trinidad and Tobago forward. Tune in weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. or join the conversation on any smart device at TNT Today Show. Trinidad and Tobago Today. Start here, exclusively on TTT.
Your stories, your communities, your country. TTT News is everywhere, on the ground, across Trinidad and Tobago, and on every smart device. When it matters, we're there, reporting the news as it happens. Because your world can't wait. Your world moves fast, so do we. TTT News brings you the people, events, and issues that matter most. Stay informed, stay ahead. TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Mornings just got louder, bolder, and more informed. From 6 to 9 a.m., it's the Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith on Talk City 91.1. Any views or opinions expressed on the Ground Report are solely those of the hosts and callers and do not represent the views, policies, or official position of Talk City 91.1, its management, or affiliates.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked. Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are back. Time check. It's 9 minutes. Yes, 9 minutes to the hour to 9 o'clock. So don't forget, coming up next, Off the Records. Yes, Off the Record with yours truly, Mr. X and Stefan Rees, eh? So don't forget to listen to that.
And of
big
course, I have to
program.
remind the business community and those who are budding entrepreneurs that pretty soon we'll be, of course, segmenting the program in such a way so that you can get some very good advertising and money's worth and your hard-earned dollars working for you to make more on this program as we segmentalize it. So, of course, we have a business segment. We'll have, of course, a promotion corner where, of course, you can talk. You may have a community activity, etc. You want to pay a few bucks. We will accommodate. This is the Ground Report, and of course, get your info here. That is, of course, internet or website and directions of government programs that may be beneficial to the wider community. The business community can promote that, or indeed government agencies, right, and other services, including, of course, you have the benefit of social media, the huge platform we have there, and then, of course, meet the people, customer-based ads, yes, and of course we have micro inquiry segment as well, where, of course, special packages are available to promote those simple, and should I say, those persons who engage in personal business, like bars and taxis and carpenters and air condition practitioners, of course, hairdressers, plumbers, electricians, etc. Yeah, them self-made businessmen who you just have you and your tools. Well, of course, you can promote your skill here so that we get it out there. You will be able to expand your business, maybe employ somebody as well. But most important, since your information is out there, people will certainly want to communicate with you. So that is what you have to look forward to, and that is what we are offering. We cannot be here and not optimize our presence by making you a better business person.
Yeah, making sure we well promote your business. You'll get plenty customers. Go ahead, caller.
Hey, Pleasant, good morning, Andy. Pleasant, good morning, Lennox. I need to like you for is a man, he growing and not silencing people. Everybody at the point of view to make a political side have one. But Andy, I feel bad. I feel that Red House is a jail house, you know. Because them only pulling a set of allegation there and nobody getting arrested. The allegation, you know, the Prime Minister pull out there and other people pulling out and things in there. It's time we put to get arrested and get locked up, man. We put up that old jailer mentality. So Andy for Grandy, they're crying out for Andy. Lack opportunity, they're all running water. Local election coming, that's now nobody. You're going up for the seat? Them gonna say they're getting their high horse. No. Them gonna say they're gonna get their high horse and them, you know. And then they come down on the ground, they will plan them, you know.
No, I'm not interested.
You're not interested?
No, I'm not interested in running for this.
Remember, we have a local election coming, and them gonna say they beat the ground and deal with the plan, man. Yeah, they Susan and the
what about you?
What
about you?
Well, you run for Grandy seat now?
Me? Grandma, me all the responsibility, Andy. I could I don't know, my man like you, Andy. So I look for listen. Andy for Grandy.
No. Andy support Grandy. Andy ain't want Grandy, no?
Yeah, well, on that track, Andy, yes, we Love has started the process of looking for candidates and so on for the local government elections, even though it's next year, late next year. But it's better you be ahead and that you'll be able to make tweaks and adjustments as time go along. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So we are looking at that. We will really love to take the Port of Spain Corporation, and I see no difficulty in pursuing, of course, the Diego Martin as well as the San Juan Laventil Corporation as well.
Big dream. Yeah. Well, big.
Yeah. Big ambition. Big ambition. Better you reach for the sky. And the worst could happen, you reach at the level of the clouds.
All right, so they're looking to take the whole Port of Spain Corporation.
Yes, we're taking the corporation. All right, all you need is a majority. You don't need.
Right, and that will be under the. So that will be under the. So that corporation will be under the UNC Coalition of Interests. Partners. COP go be in that, plus PEP go be in that, and all the right. So they're going to take that.
All the other coalition partners. We have a caller. President, morning. Welcome.
Morning to the magnificent, intelligent people. Not forgetting the brother, the honorable Mr. Lennox. Sorry, go ahead, boy.
Well, as could be in the circumstances, somebody is attempting to enter where angels fear.
Well, you're quite right, and Laventerian is for Laventerian, and this is a very serious thing. This weekend, Friday, going there in front of Parliament, boy, in the square. That square in a total, that square opposite Parliament. If it's rubbish, there's nobody not cleaning that. It's time for the rocket team that love and the coalition do something with the Port of Spain Corporation, because we want this is our capital, nation capital. I know the time is running out, but I want to
time running out.
Because when people do good things, you have to say good things. Good morning to the honorable senator who's the minister in the agriculture ministry. I don't know how people not saying these things. We see that the food prices in the market excellent, right? For a long time, for years, the things are expensive. People can now get into the pocket and carry home food for the table. And I want to applaud Mr. Ravi Roslam for that marvelous work, because his aim is to cut that food import bill, and the brother have a track record where he will deliver goods and service to the people. Before I go,
thank you very much. Thank you very much. No, thank you very much. Oh boy, let me just play one voice note here quick, because we have to wrap up on time. Oh boy.
Good morning, gentlemen of the ground report, and good morning to our supporters. Now, today I'm hearing that the former Prime Minister, Dr. Eric Williams, is calling a press conference. Now, tell me if I'm wrong.
Eric Williams?
I have never heard of the former presidents, Clinton, Bush, or whoever, calling a press conference to speak about Trump, or to criticize Trump, or to condemn Trump. Why this man don't go and rest, don't go and tend his goat and his sheep and go into oblivion? This man has retired from politics. What is wrong with Keith Rowley? And the whole PNM need to assess themselves. Something is seriously wrong with these people. Thank you, gentlemen. Have a blessed day.
Thank you so much, sir. Last voice note, two voice note.
Of course, he was referring to Dr. Rowley, not Eric Williams, not Dr. Williams. And don't be surprised if I haven't heard what he would have heard today on the ground report, that Dr. Rowley postponed that press conference. But go ahead, Andy.
Nice. So, Tobago, don't forget tonight, Corridor Transformation, yours truly, Lennox Smith. Nice. You all could have choose any other program and any other radio station to lock on to. You all choose Talk City 91.1 FM and the Ground Report program. Thanks so much to those of you that online too in your hundreds that are that lock on to. After God family comes first, be safe on the nation's very, very not too safe roads. Until tomorrow morning, please God, on behalf of the Ground Report team, Director Snipes, Lennox Smith, we are out of here. I'm Andy Williams, better known as the Pitbull of Radio.
Bang, 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 bang.
Inspired by actual events.
My daughters used to think our family was bigger, all because my bill was late.
Meet Johnny. When his electricity bill didn't arrive on schedule, life for him involved a lot of searching.
Bill? Anybody see my bill? Hello? Bill?
Luckily, Johnny's older daughter helped him take charge of his life by signing him up for TNTech's free online e-bill service.
I'm not computer savvy, but this online thing, real easy. In less than 10 minutes, we finish. Now, I get my bill on time, every time. Hey, I might be old school, but I'm feeling light years ahead. And now, my daughters no longer think they have a missing brother named Bill. Thanks, TNTech.
Visit ttec.co.tt to sign up for e-billing today. TNTech, the power to make it work.
Your stories, your communities, your country. TTT News is everywhere, on the ground, across Trinidad and Tobago, and on every smart device. TTT News, nightly at 7. TTT